Okay, let's make sure audio is working, okay? Okay, let's make sure audio is working, okay? All right, audio is good. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Malin, and welcome back to the Madden 26 Tennessee Titans Rebuild live stream. We are getting ready to start the 2026 season. We did the first episode actually 4 weeks ago. It's been a few weeks since I've done this live stream, so this series. So I actually had to go back and look at the last video to remind myself where we were. And it dawned on me that I actually cut the last live stream short because I had to answer a phone call from my dad. But we got through the draft. We finished the offseason. So I'll show you guys the roster going into 2026 with the Tennessee Titans. Not only that, but we also made the playoffs in our first year of the rebuild. But we lost bad to the Indianapolis Colts. We have added some new players to the roster this year. We have a new weapon at receiver that'll hopefully help more with Cam Ward, who has developed very well in the first year of this franchise. So let's go ahead and take a look at our roster going into 2026. So Cam Ward is our starter now. He's up to an 83 overall. It's just the beginning of his career, so I'm hoping to see him get better. Hopefully there'll be some more development traits that are unlocked and he'll become a better player. Will Levis is still going to be our backup for this year. We did sign Cooper Rush to be our third-string quarterback. Both these guys are 69 overall, so if Cam Ward goes down, we might be in trouble. But we do have a third-string quarterback. Cooper Rush is capable. We still have Tony Pollard here. I was debating on whether I wanted to keep him or not, but I elected to. And I also went ahead and elected to keep Tyjae Spears. I thought about trading him, and who knows, there could be some trade packages that come in the preseason that I might consider. But for right now, I want to hold on to him. And Mullings is our third-string running back, 71 overall. Our fullback is Ben Van Smeeren, 64 overall. Marquise Hollywood Brown is our new starting wide receiver, 181 overall. He was one of our big free agent signings this offseason. We still have Calvin Ridley, who's up at 78. We have Eric Eilmanner, who's up to a 78 as well. So our receiving core is looking okay. We did draft Eric Singleton Jr. out of Auburn. He was one of our draft picks. He's coming in at a 74 overall. So that's one of our rookies. Tight end Gunnar Helm is going to be our starter. I couldn't really find any improvements in free agency or the draft. So he's once again going to be our starting tight end. But we did sign Tyler Higbee to be the second tight end to go alongside of him. I figured, hey, veteran presence. He was the only other good tight end in free agency that I felt like could be helpful. He's also a scheme fit guy, so I signed him as well. And we have David Martin Robinson as the third-string tight end. Left tackle Dan Moore is a 74. Max Mitchell, 69 overall. And Isavion Miller, another rookie out of Auburn that we drafted. So we drafted Singleton Jr.'s teammate. We signed Mitchell in the offseason, and we drafted Miller. Hopefully he can be a decent left tackle. Skoransky is still our starting left guard at 80 overall. Slater is 70. We have City So, who we signed to be a third stringer. Cushenberry is our center, 76 overall. And Ryan Newsell is going to back him up. Ed Ingram was another free agent signing from the Houston Texans formerly, 78 overall. And Daniel Brunskill, who we also signed, is coming in at a 70 overall. Latham, 78. And Matt Pryor was another free agent signing that we had 70 overall. So our offensive line, our best guy is our left guard, Skoransky, at 80 overall. That's a little bit concerning, but I'm hoping that I can get the offensive line to be a little bit more respectable in the next few years. Part of me is expecting this season to be tough, and part of me is also expecting us to not make the playoffs this year in a way. I hate to say it, but I feel like we could go backwards this year. I don't want us to do that. If we can make the playoffs again, possibly win the AFC South, that would be a big improvement. Odenjo is still our starting edge rusher. We did draft David Bailey, my guy from Texas Tech, 72 overall rookie coming in. Harrell is going to be a backup for 64 overall. DJ Wonnum was another free agent acquisition we got. He was another starter. We signed the former Carolina Panthers, 77 overall right edge rusher. Now, Mikael Kamara was another guy that we drafted from Indiana. So we drafted two edge rushers, one on the right and one on the left. I'm looking at Bailey and also Kamara to be future starters, but for now, we have two bridge players in there as of right now. Well, I don't know. Oladejo still has only played 1 year in the league, so his development is still there. But Wonnum is a bridge player at this point. He's only on a 1-year deal anyway, so he's going to be a 77 overall this year. And Jeffrey Simmons, arguably our top player, 95 overall defensive tackle. We also have Tavondre Sweat here, and we have Dominique Orange, who we drafted from Iowa State. He actually is a real player. I looked it up. And C.J. Ravenall is going to be the fourth defensive tackle. Sam linebacker, Sanoa Taki. We re-signed him. I let him go to free agency, but I didn't really see any other improvements at the Sam linebacker position, so I decided to re-sign him. And Dennis Gardeck, we also signed to be the backup Sam linebacker as well. One thing I'm kind of noticing is that when you first start out the franchise, there aren't a lot of guys listed at the Sam linebacker position. There's more will guys. So if you start this franchise, you kind of have to really sign guys for the Sam linebacker position early in the offseason, like when you do the offseason for the first time. So that way you can get somebody locked in to be your consistent starter at that position. At least that's what I've noticed. I don't know if anybody else has had other results. Cody Barton is our starting middle linebacker again this year at 78 overall, but we also drafted Anthony Hill Jr. out of Texas. He's really one of the top players in real life, too. He's doing a lot of big things at Texas. Barton, 7 years in the league. I don't know how long his contract is, but we drafted Hill Jr. for a reason. We're hoping that he can become a starter. Even if he gets better than Barton during this season, I'm going to go with him over Barton as the starter. James Williams Sr. is going to be the third middle linebacker. Cedric Gray, and then we have Mousy Jr., who we signed in free agency to be a backup. Snead is still our top corner at 81. We have an 80, Roger McCreary. In real life, he was traded to the LA Rams, but I decided to keep him for another few seasons. I mean, we're not really starting off with a very good roster. So I said, hey, if we got two corners in the 80s, I figured, hey, let's keep them together for a few years to see what we can do. And our backup corners are decent. Harris, and we also drafted Cameron Calhoun out of Texas A&M. I'm hoping he can become maybe that second, third corner in a few years with his development. That's what I hope for. Eli Ricks is another free agent acquisition we signed. We got Thomas, we got Pitts. Xavier Woods is back, 80 overall, free safety, one of our top defensive players, former Dallas Cowboy. And we also signed Jabril Peppers at strong safety, 80 overall. And Kevin Winston Jr. is going to back him up at 75. So we got the safeties looking a lot better. Our secondary might be one of the strongest areas of our defense. But none of these guys are in the 90s or high 80s, but they're solid for right now. The only other solid position I can say for sure is our defensive tackle spot with Jeffrey Simmons. And even Sweat is an 82 overall. So the interior of the defensive line is strong. The edges leave some to be desired, but I fully expect Aledejo to develop during the season, and I expect David Bailey to develop as well, and maybe possibly Kamara, but we will see. And getting back to the rest of the roster, Daniel Carlson, we signed him to be our kicker, the former Raider, only at a 79 overall. But still, one of the better kickers in the league. And we also got Bradley Pinion to be the punter at 80 overall. Long snapper, we signed Josh Harris, 77 overall long snapper. You actually do have to sign long snappers in this game if you want to actually play games because the game won't let you play unless you have a long snapper. I kind of like the fact that Madden finally decided to do that instead of having every long snapper's position be tight end. It does make it tougher that if you let your long snapper walk at free agency and you don't sign another one, that you have to go and do that before the season begins. You can't just put in an offensive lineman to be a long snapper. You have to have a long snapper on your team, at least one. So I kind of like that improvement with Madden 26 this year in terms of the legitimacy of the roster and also changing the positions where it's edge rusher instead of just defensive end. Because the term has really changed up a lot in terms of those are like pass rushers, guys on the edge, like the Micahs of the world, Max Crosby's. So those are like the little tiny things of improvements that I've liked about Madden this year. I mean, overall, everybody can say this, that every year Madden leaves something to be desired. But this year I feel like they got a decent amount of things right. And that's one of the things. So we're getting ready to start the preseason here. We're going to go ahead and simulate through it. We're going to see how we do. We're going to go ahead and trim the roster down. Right now we're at 60 players, and we got to trim that down to 53. To start the season, we lost our first preseason game to the Packers. We're playing the Saints this week. Overall, we're still at a 79 overall team. So we're still very middle of the road, almost kind of a lower tier team. We lost to the Saints as well. Hopefully we can beat the Vikings and get at least one win in the preseason, have some confidence in the regular season. And we don't do that. So we go winless in the preseason, and that's, preseason is preseason, but still, that's a little bit concerning if you ask me. Let's go to the injury report. I want to see if anybody got hurt in the preseason. No, they did not. So that's good. I always got to check that. So now we got to cut the roster. I want to keep 3 quarterbacks active for now, just because you'd rather have 3 active as opposed to that. Spears and Pollard are around the same rating. I do expect maybe before the trade deadline for somebody to present me an offer for Spears if they're getting running back desperate. But for now, I want to keep him just in case, because you never know. So let's see. How many receivers do we have? We have a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Well, we can move George to the practice squad. We still got to cut 6 players, though. I'm going to move Martin Robinson to the practice squad. Looks like Higbee actually is looking a little bit better. I'm going to move Miller to the practice squad as well for now. Hopefully nobody claims him because I'm looking at him as a future starter. City So, I think we're just going to have to cut you, even though it's not going to increase salary cap at all. Let's see. Maybe on the defensive ends. Harrell, I don't want to really risk. I don't know if I want to risk putting him on the practice squad because somebody will pick him up because they will claim your players, or teams will most of the time. Got 3 defensive tackles. Ravenall, I'm actually just going to go ahead and cut him. I'm not even going to bother with the practice squad for him. So we have 3 defensive tackles who are active to start the season. What about middle linebackers? I think we have a few extra. Okay, well, we have James Williams Sr. I'm going to take a risk, move him to practice squad. If he gets claimed, he gets claimed. I think we have a decent number of corners. We can probably trim here. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can definitely cut Pitts Jr. Okay, so that's a pretty good look at the roster. We've got our cuts, got our practice squad players. So now let's go ahead and advance to the regular season and get going. Let's see who was claimed. James Williams Sr. was claimed. Okay, but that left tackle that we drafted was not claimed, so that's good. I'm okay with one of our backup linebackers being claimed. That's what it is. Okay, so let me go to the download center and see if I can get a 2027 NFL draft. I'm going to do this one, actually. It says full. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a pretty deep roster of players that are real. Sam Levitt, Dylan Stewart, Raiola, Lagway, Sayin. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Moss. Trying to see if I recognize anybody else. Reynolds. Micah Hudson, Texas Tech. All right. Frazier. Okay. Okay, so this one looks pretty deep. All right. All right, so that's looking as accurate as I can get it. I mean, most of the draft classes that go for the first maybe 3 off seasons are pretty accurate, but then you just kind of have to go like auto-generated players because once you get like 6 years into the future, nobody's done any rosters that are that deep. So, yeah. Let me see if I can actually do any upgrades with Brian Callahan potentially. I don't know if I can. Let's see. Might be able to do something here. Okay. We got 20 points. Okay, we can spend some here. Big back. We got 5 points left to spend. Okay, that's not enough. All right. Opening up the season against the Kansas City Chiefs. Looks like it's the Sunday night game. So, we made the playoffs last year, so not surprised that maybe they would give us a little bit of a primetime slot to open the season. Let's simulate ahead to the middle of the season and see where we're at. Like I said, this could be a worse year than last year. We also got into the playoffs by winning that final regular season game against the Jaguars that put us in the wild card spot. The Colts, though, were the class of the AFC South last year, and I'm expecting them to be the same way this year, so that could present a big challenge. And look at that. That's actually, honestly, that's kind of about on par that I expected last season. Man, start off the year 1-6. Let me see what happened. So we got blown out by the Chiefs on Sunday night to open the season. We lost to the Giants by 8. We got pummeled by the Cleveland Browns. Shedeur Sanders must be up to an 80 overall for them to dump truck us like that. We lost by 14 against the Ravens. Lost by 21 to the Texans. I mean, this schedule doesn't look easy. And we somehow beat the Packers by 6. We lost to the Bengals by 18 points. Oh, man. I maybe want to assume we have some type of injury that's serious. Well, we got some guy. Well, we got our backup defensive tackle in Tavondre Sweat, who's week to week with a dislocated shoulder and a PCL sprain for Cedric Gray. But he's a backup will linebacker. Well, he is our starter. The injuries aren't serious though. Oh man. And well, the Colts are actually 2-5, so they're not that much better than us. Our approval rating, unfortunately, is down to bad for Brian Callahan. So, that doesn't make me feel too good. Kind of going into the back half of the season, we got to put some wins together, and I guess start really putting some butts in the seats in order to, kind of climb out of this, cellar, because we can't be losing too many more games. Because I do have coach firing on, so. Last thing I want is for Callahan to get fired in, his second year. So we might have to take control of some of these games. Well, let's advance the Colts game and see if maybe we get an upset win. They only got one more win than us. And we lose to the Colts by 18 points. Approval rating is at 35%, which is pretty bad. The players like us. GM is mad. The fans absolutely do not like Callahan. 1-7 to start the season. That's not good. That's not good at all. Let me see about injuries going into this week. We got a high ankle sprain for Ed Ingram, our starting right guard. We don't have a lot of serious injuries, though. Let's check out who's ready to negotiate. We have $36 million. Let's see. Who I do? Okay, well, Spears, I think I'm going to let walk. And I might just go ahead and let Pollard walk, too. I think it might just be time to get serious about kind of rebuilding this running back room and trying to get somebody who's going to be a franchise-type running back. Basically a new Derrick Henry for the Titans, if I can find somebody like that. They're both, well, Pollard is more interested than Spears in coming back. Wood's not really interested in coming back. Neither is Levis. Taki kind of wants to come back, but I kind of want to believe that we can get better at Sam linebacker than just a 72. And a lot of these guys don't really want to come back. Higbee is interested. I might just bring him back, not really as a starter, but just possibly for depth. Although our starting tight end is about the same rating as him, so I think I may just let Higbee walk. And all these other guys really are backups. So, I'm gonna let Carlson walk too. Probably get improvements there. LC Latham is a guy we can pick up the fifth-year option on. 7 overall right tackle. I'll pick up the fifth-year option on him, and hopefully he can get up to be in the 80s. Maybe next year I'll pick up the fifth-year option on that. This may be a weird idea, but I'm actually going to see if I can bring back Josh Harris for like a 1-year deal. Good offer, okay, just so I don't risk losing the long snapper. It only cost us like $2 million, so it really didn't cost us too much to bring it back. And I can probably get a better kicker in the offseason than Carlson, coming in at a 79 overall, so I'm just going to let everybody walk. I don't really think there's anybody that I want to get serious about bringing back, other than accepting the fifth-year option on JC. Mostly because I really want to leave us with a lot of space to be able to make this team better. I don't know who's going to be out there in free agency, but based on the fact that we've started out this year 1-7 and we're not doing very well, we're going to have to put some butts in those seats. So I'm going to play this game against the Washington Commanders. I'm just going to play the moments like I usually do. I'm going to try to get win number 2. I mean, at this point, we're down bad. So I'm going to play this game, try to get a win. I'm trying to avoid Callahan getting fired in his first season. So we got to start putting some wins together. And I think we got to do that right here. All right, we got a 3rd down and 3 here.
3rd down, 3 to go.
And Pollard goes absolutely nowhere. I probably should have thrown the ball there. We're in field goal range, so they want us to try a 55-yarder. We got Daniel Carlson, though, so it's no Brandon Aubrey, but he can still make 60-yarders or 50-yarders at least. All right. Carlson is good. We're on the board first on our opening drive. And here comes Washington. They got a 4th down and 2, and they're going for this. I'm going to go a little bit here. I'm actually going to deal with a blitz here. This may be risky, but I'm going to go with it. Yeah, that was a risk. He's open off in the flat. And the Commanders are in the red zone. And gamble with the blitz. Awesome. Oh, thought I had a chance at a sack there, but Washington gets on the board. They take the lead. Okay, we've got a 1st and 10, second quarter.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
All right, come on, Hollywood. This is why we brought you here. There we go. There's our new number 1 receiver making plays. Touchdown, Hollywood Brown. All right, let's go. Got the lead. Let's throw from Cam Ward. All right. Definitely one of those grinded out games. Washington is 4-3, so they're still right in the thick of everything. We're just trying to get our 2nd win of the season. It's been several weeks since we've won a game, according to the results that I looked at. And incomplete. Great deflection, great defense right there. Force the field goal, they tie it up. All right, we got a 1st and 10. A chance to go 2 minutes here. Yeah, I shouldn't be running the football in this situation.
Now, 1st down throw for Ward.
Probably should have thrown a little bit of a deeper route. But it's kind of one of the only few things that I trusted throwing the football there. Oh, dang it. Oh, man, we got an injury timeout. Who's banged up? Is it Ward? Is Ward hurt? Cam Ward is hurt. So now we got to bring in Will Levis for this 3rd and 14. We get something. Elbow bruises, he will return soon. Okay. Well, we're going to substitute Will Levis for now. We're going to go ahead and run it. I'm not going for this. Not with 4th and 14.
For this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Solid hit on the return. Hopefully our defense can keep him out of field goal range, and looks like they can't. They're already down to the 33. Oh, they ran out of time. So Washington doesn't even get a field goal attempt off. We go to the half tied at 10.
Thanks very much. It's week 9.
So it's 10-10 at the half. We're just trying to get win number 2 on the season. Got a pretty good touchdown pass to Hollywood Brown to get the offense rolling a little bit, but we gotta get something going. Okay, this is weird. Custom play options, play key moments. Why is it taking me to... Okay, that was weird. That had to be a glitch or something. It took me to, like, the Lions-Bears game for some reason. Okay, hold on a second. I think the game is glitching, y'all. Okay, alright, hold on. Okay, I've never seen something like this happen before. Okay, alright, Okay, now it's showing the highlights from our game. Okay, alright, I'm just gonna let the screen roll out and see what happens. Okay, alright, so now we're finally back in our game. I don't know why it took me the Lions-Bears game. It's like it wanted me to play that game for some reason. It's like, I'm not doing that. It was weird. Third down. Get a 1st down. Pass to the tight end. Let's go. Let's go, Cam. Going tear.
first down.
Looks like his left arm is bothering him. Well, he had that elbow injury, so... Alright, well, if that's the case, let's rely on the ground game a little bit if we can. But, you know, you got to block on the offensive line, guys. Come on. Right, stretch play, Pollard, outside, good blocking, first down. I can't have Cam Ward taking too many more hits, or else he might be injured for an extended period of time. I don't want to risk that.
Let's go now. Off the bootleg, it's Ward.
Goes. Dang it! Oh my... Okay, I thought he was actually going to break that tackle. That was a pretty bad throw from me. Rolled out, thought I could hit, you know, him in the left corner, in the right corner of the end zone, and didn't get the ball there. Bad throw there.
Alert! Alert! On the ground, it's Dowdle.
You got Rico Dowdle on their team.
The original line. No gain on that.
It's their new running back.
It's second and 10.
30 is not Austin Eckler. Maybe it is, I don't know. Maybe Dowdle's 31.
He'll be stopped.
Yeah, we get him tackled there. Yeah, that's Rico Dowdle. He's 31. He's not 30.
This crowd
That might be their fullback.
It's third and 2.
All right, guys, we got to get off the field here. It's third down. Come on.
Operating from the gun. It's
And we let him convert it.
He's going to have the first down taken down after
I mean, we got a long way to go with this team.
but it will keep the drive going.
It's a 2-minute timeout, 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter. I didn't realize actually how much time has passed. So, Commanders, they're trying to get into field goal range. We just got to play for overtime now.
They'll come up for second and 9. They'll drop to throw. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is looking good for us. All right, good tackle on Rico. They're still, like, not even past midfield yet, so they're not quite in field goal range yet.
He gets it into the hands of
Oh, and that distracted me for a bit, so now it's first down. Second, we're driving back, and now we got to start burning.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. To the air again is Daniel. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard
Right
field goal kicker right now. Second and a yard. Daniels to keep it on the zone read.
Hate to burn our last timeout, but I just feel like we have to.
Behind the line. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. The stoppage comes just over a
This
minute
critical
to
part
play in
getting
this.
back in. All right, well, if we can stop them on third down, we'll have a little bit of a chance left if they want to kick it, but we have to stop them right here. And we give up a touchdown. Okay, all right, well, you know what? That's not the worst thing in the world. Now we just have to go down the field and get a touchdown of our own to go to overtime. If I hadn't thrown that pick,
On first down.
we'd be in better shape right now. Oh, Ridley Cup!
That one pinballs around, but it is.
He had a chance at that one. Not a great chance, but he had a little bit of a chance.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, Ward.
Hollywood, come on.
Now a deep ball looking
What
for
type
Brown.
of throw was that, Ward? And we let him just pick six. And I saw, like, no effort to bring him down. Like, that was pathetic. Yeah, we are a one-minute football
First
team.
and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Well, for a playoff team to can't win a game. All right, I gotta call a spike.
40-yard line. the 38-yard line.
At least we can make some plays down the stretch.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Again, it's Ward. He'll find his receiver. That's
Doesn't even
Deacon.
matter.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got inside the 15.
Well, didn't have enough to come back in this. Also, the glitch halftime thing really kind of threw me off, and then we don't get the chance to play any drives until like 2 minutes left in the game. And another loss. I fought as hard as I could with the roster that we had. Cam Ward was just throwing some terrible passes. Then again, he's not a highly rated QB, he's only at 83, but we got a long way to go with this team if this is as good as we can play against a team that's only got one more win than us. So only one win above 500. We've got the Steelers. I'm going to go to the Coach Central here. Okay, so Emmanuel Ortega and Chris Alani are average, but we're bad with Brian Callahan. I'll tell you one thing: we got to win some games down the stretch, or we're gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna play this other game against the Steelers just to see if we can finally get in the win column after all these weeks of losing. They're 5-4.
It's the building that was open.
Let me see if I can get a win this one. Hopefully that halftime glitch doesn't happen again, because that threw me way off. All right, we got to convert these long third down situations. Ward's got to start converting these.
Ward's going to throw here on third.
If we can protect, yeah, this O-line needs a serious renovation project. I feel like we have some decent guys there, but nothing that stands out. We don't have like a standout offensive line.
Some time left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they are sending
Manoris Sellers. So he's their new quarterback.
the 18.
Pretty sure he's a real player.
So you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
So we got a little bit of scrambling quarterback. So that's fun to deal with.
Warren running between the tackles. And he only manages
So we held more into a short yard gain here.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
A little bit of a classic AFC Central matchup. Y'all remember that back in the day, until 2001, the AFC Central used to have the Titans and the Steelers in that division, along with the Bengals and everybody else who was in the AFC South. Well, Steelers on the board first. We let Sellers walk into the end zone, and we don't do anything on our opening drive. Steelers are about to already be down by 14 points. And the first quarter's not even over yet.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover.
We get a sack. We don't get the sack. That happens every time. We always get sacks, but we never get fumbles. Still, we at least stopped him. It's the end of the first quarter, 2nd and goal, pushed it back. If anything, I just want to see our guys still showing some type of fight.
More from Nissan Stadium coming up.
I feel like that's all I can hope for.
So they keep the football.
So here, let's finish this drive off. We can just limit him to a field goal. I'll take it.
They're throwing it.
All right, good tackle made by Anthony Hill Jr. right there. He had a Texas. Enough to make the play. All right, guys, we see one more stop. Keep almost got another sack. Don't! I tried to user him, but I can't user DBs, especially when they're lowly rated. You can't. All right, we got a 1st and goal situation. We got to punch this in. I can't even really blame our running backs for this very much, because the offensive line is not going to be able to block over 1 yard. We're not going to have any resemblance of a running game whatsoever. But finally get a touchdown pass. Calvin Ridley pulls that one in, so we're on the board. Trim the lead in half, and our defense made a stop. Okay. So we got a chance to go 2 minutes here. Got all 3 timeouts.
Ward out to play
Be a
fake.
pretty big drive.
Well, the pressure really got to him, but still good
I
for the
had
takeaway
circled.
as that one falls incomplete. Let's try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Stephanie! Hawk 70, Hawk, let's go!
2nd and 10. Here's Ward to throw. Escapes the pocket.
Just throw it away.
And he doesn't see a window he likes.
Nobody
So he's
open.
got that
Just
one.
throw
It
it.
brings up 3rd down.
Got ready?
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Ready?
Air it out on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Cooker. And the Steelers bring it all the way back.
I don't know why he's throwing those like bullets. I thought I lobbed it over. Guess not.
First call here coming for the shotgun.
War needs a lot of
Working
upgrades.
now from the gun.
This
From on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun.
and we get a sack. Let's go. Our defense is still fighting. I mean, I can still see the fight, but gosh, we gotta get some wins under our belt. We're 1-8 right now.
Here he goes, 3rd and long.
We're in this game, but we keep doing stuff like that, we won't be in it for much longer. Steelers, they have one timeout left.
From the red zone now.
He just screwed the entire defensive line and walked into the end zone. We're down by 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's
4th and
pretty far. Desperation time here. He can't get away.
All right, I'm just gonna simulate to the end of the game.
Get the set. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Working inside the red zone.
All right, catch that to the outside. All right, I gotta go no huddle. We're down by this much. At this point, we're just trying to get anything in the end zone.
Throwing now off the play action.
Pollard slips in for the score. All right, well, finally he got a touchdown. Gonna go onside. Why not?
They're going to try the onside kick here.
Onside kick never matters.
And this is recovered by the Steeler hands.
And he's gonna take it in for a touch.
And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
We're trash. We're trash. Even me jumping in can't win this team many games. Oh man. Oh
So
man.
they managed to keep possession. They've got
I have no
short
idea
down.
when we're gonna get our next win at this rate.
Completely
We have
beyond
Vance.
the marker. And he's going to be driven out by a defender.
I mean, maybe there's a chance that Cam Ward might not be the guy. If we're gonna have the worst record in the league this year, I feel like that I gotta consider who are the top
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
quarterbacks.
By Joey Porter Jr.
Wow, this is just pathetic. I can't like do anything.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
I can't complete any resemblance of a deep pass to anybody. I didn't even want to throw that ball because I knew it was going to be picked off.
And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward.
Wow, okay, we actually got that for a 1st down. Wow, okay, we actually threw it above the defender's head. I thought that was a bullet that was going to be picked
Gets
again.
this up past the 30-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
I don't really think I would be talking about that, Kate. And, of course, we get sacked.
Before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Gotta hurry this to the line.
A 9-yard loss.
And at this point, I'm just trying to...
Ward now.
mean, I feel like Cam Ward can, scramble, so I feel like I should kind of be utilizing. When you're down by this much, you're just trying to get down the field, quickly. You're not trying to, run for your life all the time. I'm not sure if that was legal what we just did. We had two guys running in the It's 4th and 15. I might as well go for this.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down.
And of course, we kept it close in the first half, and we get blown out in the second half. At this rate, I'm concerned that Brian Callahan is going to get fired at the end of the season if we finish with the worst record. I mean, we still only have one win, and I mean, I don't know when we're going to get our second win, because at this rate, Cam Ward is playing terrible football. He might be statistically the worst quarterback in the league, and our approval rating continues to go down every single week. Not with the players, but overall, 32 saying bad, it's not good. It's not good at all. All right. Honestly, I think I just really got to keep playing every game until I get a win. So with this one against the Eagles, I'm going to do a different strategy. I'm going to play offense only and see if that'll help, if I can control Cam Ward from start to finish.
EA Sports welcomes you.
Based on the intro, I'm guessing this is a prime time game.
National Football League.
Skip the intro. Yeah, this is Sunday Night Football, and we're a one-win team. So I'm really surprised. But you know what? We're going to play all offense this game, and I'm going to see if I can finally get this offense righted so we actually look competent. Tony Pollard, you're a former Dallas Cowboy. You know what it was like to play against the Eagles. And you know what? That run right there, that might just be the spark that we need to get things finally going in a decent direction. Get the first down on our first run of the game. Here we go, Tony. Oh, go, Tony, go. Tony Pollard is to the crib. Let's go. All right, that's the spark that we needed to start this game. And our defense makes us stop. Let's go. Kept the Eagles off the board. The Eagles are like 6-4, so they're good. Spears getting the carry this time, gains 2 yards.
Just a short game. From 23, here's 2nd and 8.
Pollard back in it, running back. Oh, great blocking. Great. Oh, go, Tony. Loose again. Tony Pollard is all the way. He's already over 100 yards. 7 carries, 106 yards in this first half. Let's go, Tony. It's Sunday Night Football. It's prime time. We're facing one of the best teams in the NFL. We're trying to show out here. Want that tackle, but I ran out of real estate. All right, well, eventually we're going to have to put the ball in the air. But if the running game is going to be there today with Tony Pollard in there, that's going to take pressure off of Cam Ward, and that's what I want. Okay, first down. We picked it up with the tight end helm in the first. I still want to be able to run the football. If Tony Pollard's going to be ripping off gains like this, you got a chance. All right, well, that just wasn't very good block. Let's go first.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Quickly to the outside.
Completion of the helm and gains 7 yards. All right, we need to convert this. We just need 2 yards. I'm going to trust the interior of our offensive line. Try to run this up the middle, pick up the first. Oh, great block. Oh, good blocking by the center. Okay, we barely got it, but it was still a decent enough block that I could get the first. Good job, Tom. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Okay, BTD. Let's go. Couldn't have asked for a better start. And our defense makes another stop. Let's go. We got 37 seconds left here in the first.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward.
The tight end didn't open. Get that block. Get that block. Let's go. Probably should have just stayed on the side. Number 17 there, but still, pretty good first down. Pretty good game for a first down.
First and 10, and they give it to Pollard.
Good run by Pollard. 123 rushing yards in the first quarter. Tony Pollard is on a mission tonight. So far, the strategy of just playing offense for this, simulation is working out pretty well. And
6 to begin.
just let me get at the controls with Cam Ward and see what I can do. I'm still an 83 overall quarterback. That's not too bad. Ugh. Man, they're starting to key in.
Nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Ward.
Ridley, come on. Calvin Ridley, first down. Boom. Nice.
First time they've worked his way tonight. Good time to do it.
Calvin.
It's a first down. Play action. Ward.
Oh,
And they're going to get to him and take him down.
Eugene gets the sack.
On the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
I thought maybe there was an alley to run. Instead, I just ran right into a sack.
Find themselves here just trying to stop the bleeding.
24.
Touchdowns on each of their opening possessions of the game, and at this point, they're just trying to find a way to get off the field. So that sack,
Just run it, Cam. Just run.
We'll try to run for it.
All right, at least he gained 7.
it's a really good effort.
All right, well, we're going to have to punt.
Trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
And I can't be afraid to scramble. So, fortunately, we get a pretty good punt. Opinion. Ball goes out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Jalen Hurts looks like he's leading the league in rushing yards for quarterbacks. So good for him. Get another stop on defense. The Eagles still have not scored a point in this game. I don't know what's gotten into our defense today, but as long as they're playing as well as they are, we need to have success on offense. Because this effort that they're doing can't go all for naught. Can't do that. All right, come on. Good work. Slide. First. Still got all 3 of our timeouts left. I probably should be using less than a minute. I still want to get points here. Even if it's a field goal, we'll take it.
To pick up the pace. To throw is Ward. Short pass here. Caught by his
Timeout. First timeout of the half.
first down.
At 101, we're pretty close to field goal range, so even if we walk away with 3 points on this drive, I'll take it. You know what? I'm starting to notice that, like when I first started up my franchise, there was a patching that was done. I think the score bug for the Sunday Night Football slate has been updated because it looks different, and also the Welcome to the National Football League moment, beginning of the game, that looked different. I think that's probably been one of the updates, and believe me, I watched a video of the updates that came from Madden, and one of them is like the John Madden legacy games back, basically, which is something that actually was in a few Maddens ago. I think it was Madden 23 because that was the first Madden after John passed. But yeah, you can play as All-Star or something like that. I'll probably do that off camera just for fun. It does look pretty nice. And the award for the winning team is a Thanksgiving turkey meal, which I don't know if that's featured in the game if your team plays on Thanksgiving. Like if I do another Cowboys franchise or something like that, I don't know if that would show up. I would hope it would, just for the sake of adding more to the game. I mean, add the turkey celebration, their turducken celebration. Also, I mean, speaking of turducken, it's almost Thanksgiving anyway. I'm actually off tomorrow, and I'm off actually until I work this weekend. So my family's going to be in town on Thursday. Well, not in town, but they're going to be close to me. So I'm going to hang out with them on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, come back on Black Friday in the afternoon. Up 21 points. Eagles finally get on the board here at the start of the third quarter. So the Eagles are creeping back in a little bit, but we had a big touchdown to end the half. It's really helped out a lot. I tried to slide with Cam Ward. He didn't slide, but at least he didn't lose the ball. I was worried he was going to fumble. That's my biggest fear. Or he was going to get severely hit hard. But yeah, the turducken celebration, I would love to see that put in the actual regular game mode, like franchise mode if your team plays on Thanksgiving. That'll just make it so. And I'm sorry, it's a pick. I threw it way too late to try to hit Pollard. 37.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Ah, 2 yards short of the first.
Great reaction by the defense.
I'm not going to take a risk.
It looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
There's that a bounce at the 3. Nice. Got another good punt from our guy Pinion. Rushing TDs. Barkley is second with 11 in the league. Okay. All right, Eagles get another touchdown. So they're starting to creep back into this thing. It's the fourth quarter. There's less than 6 minutes to go. We got to keep the pressure on them. We've sort of disappeared a little bit in the second half.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Check the Eagles. Check the Eagles.
Looking to throw. It's Ward.
And once again, he threw it high. I don't know what was up with that.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Plus, to his right. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead.
Eagles are
Here's Austin to
coming back into this thing. I knew that was a possibility if our offense went stagnant. Got him a short field, tight.
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Wolf. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Logan Hall in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
2-minute warning.
2 minutes
3rd and long. It's 21 apiece.
Greg and I back for the in a moment.
Can't get a win
Crowd cranking it up
for anything right now.
3rd and long. They'll drop to throw.
Dang it! Come on, Ridley! Hold on to the ball!
As the ball was arriving.
Oh.
It's 4th down.
I gotta trust our defense on this.
On the return,
And they just need a field goal.
and he'll get forward a few yards.
Okay, so they didn't. We're in overtime.
On 1st down, it's Ward.
Thought all this way. Man, help me.
Very stout one. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
These weapons are just not good. Then again, the first off season, there wasn't a whole lot out there that we could get as far as receivers to really give a massive upgrade to this roster.
Defender draped all over, incomplete.
Might just like to make some trades. fast.
And set up a third down.
I'm being real.
Now, faking the give. This one's just too far for the receiver.
What kind of throw was that, Ward?
Ball's incomplete. The Titans sending out their punter, as he'll come on and kick for the fifth time here tonight.
Really, I mean, gotten a first down since the first half.
This will be returnable from his own 15.
All right, well, it's up to the defense. And we lose in overtime to the Eagles.
They bounced back from the loss last week. Didn't put in a determined...
Up 21 points at the end of the first half. We lose it. We're down to 30% approval rating. I'm going to play this Jaguars game. I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to keep actually playing games, aka simulating them, until we get a win.
From the capital of Tennessee, and a
Jaguars are 9-3, and they scored on their opening drive, of course.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard.
All right, well, we started last week running pretty well. Tony Pollard had 127 yards last week against the Eagles.
Check out his numbers on the ground from a week
We
ago.
can replicate some similar.
Nice run last play.
So right now, Cam Ward is
two.
playing for.
Ward out the
I might bench him if this terrible play continues. Well, finally, I was able to get a decent run with him. I've been trying to, do runs to like stay over the pocket and run away, but you just can't get a decent enough blocking to be able to take off and run.
The play fake. Here's
And
Ward.
make that decision.
It's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd and 3 now.
Pollard there.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st.
Yeah, like times like that, I just make the decision too late. It's like we almost have to call a lot of design, like quarterback draws or runs, in order to make that happen.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. From the gun, it's Ward. Escapes him, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen.
Well, at least we can take a field.
Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. This is a 39-yarder from the left hash. Carlson's kick
All right,
is good.
Carlson gets us on the board at the end of the first quarter with a field goal. Our defense doesn't let Tennessee, doesn't let Jacksonville score.
1st and 10.
All right.
Now he'll throw off the play fake.
I had to get that thing away quickly. That defender was breathing down Caleb's neck.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Cameron.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Completed to his running back.
Almost got the first. We got 1
He's
yard to
going to get
go.
this up close to the 40 before going out. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
He's blocked for 1 yard.
A run here with
Oh.
Woods. This gets the 1st and
Go.
more. 3 inside
Go.
the 30.
Touchdown by our 3rd string running back. How about that? Mullins gets in the game and goes all the way for the touchdown. Now the Jaguars instantly take the lead, of course.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going play action. He rolls to his right. Now here he goes. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19. Ready?
Shotgun snap now to Ward. That's how on the catch. Left
No
side.
chance to go farther.
Maybe got back
Alright, I'm
to
gonna let this tick down to the 2-minute warning. We have all 3 of our timeouts left.
Just yet. Only 2 minutes to
Even
go
if we
in
get
our
a
first
field
half.
goal.
More from Nissan Stadium coming up.
On the set.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Working now from the gun.
Oh, great catch by the tight end, Helm there. Thank you for finally holding
He's
on to the
going to
ball.
take this down to the opposing 44.
Jaguars calling a timeout.
First timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the draw, they give to Pollard. Here's a design run. And have him gain about a handful there. Stopped by Fourier Oluoku.
Probably wasn't the best idea to call a running play there, but I thought maybe the draw play could kind of catch him off guard a little bit.
It's Pollard.
We're going to have to catch that call, and I'm going to burn one of our timeouts.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Ward setting up to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to
They
get
actually
this
almost
down
put
to
that
the
up.
13. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He brings it in.
Over the ground.
He's going to get this
And
down.
the Jaguars hit another timeout.
Go.
I guess they hope that if we do something, they get the ball back to answer at the end of the second
And they are
quarter.
quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Again, Ward going to the air. And his
Come
perfect
on.
start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Okay, ready?
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Here's Ward. Brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Jaguars don't have any timeouts left.
That's their third.
Ooh.
They'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions you never
7
turn them
yard
down. But
sequence.
to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Tony Pollard, angle route in for the touchdown. That's big. We needed that so bad. All right. And we stopped them on defense before they could answer, so we're just going to take this to the end of the first.
They've got first down
Run
here,
it.
but just 18
Go
seconds
to
to work with.
up 17-14.
Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one.
Oh, wait a minute.
And he's out of bounds.
Oh, we don't
Defenders
have
get there to drive him
timeouts
right
left.
near that 40-yard line.
What?
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Ready? Ready?
First down throw here for Ward.
We're not going to, yeah, especially after getting sacked there.
It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
All right, well, hey, we went down the field. We were able to get the lead back. We're up 17-14 at the half.
Now let's check in with Scott
Still in a
Hansen.
good position to win this game.
Halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It is week 13. Things
Just trying to get our second win of the
nervy
season.
In some circles, the home stretch starting
Goodness.
to creep closer.
It's
Let's
been
go to
a
the
challenge
highlights.
even while playing these
Our
games
trip
to
around
try to
the
get a win.
NFL starts now. We begin in Foxborough. The Patriots at home to take
Oh,
on
look at
the
that hurdle.
Bengals.
It's like,
And this
I'm
is
guessing
Joe
that might have been
Burrow.
Gesicki?
He is at his best when the lights are brightest.
He,
4 touchdown
can't
passes
tell.
for
Big
him
Gibson?
on the night.
No, it's Gesicki, okay.
Meanwhile, let's check in on
Oh, the
Dolphins
Jets actually are
as they
winless.
host
They're
the New York
0-11.
Jets.
Okay, so they actually have the worst
And
record
this is
in the
Jalen
league.
Wright.
And
He's
let's see
gonna
what the
pull
score of
his
this
way in
game
from a
is
couple yards away.
against the Dolphins. Oh, yeah, they're down by 4.
Dolphins come
Oh,
away
they
with a
lost.
4-point
So they are
victory.
0-12. Okay, so the Jets are winless, though.
It's the Steelers taking
So
on
that
the
makes me
Cleveland
feel
Browns.
slightly better,
And it's
not
Dylan
much better.
Gabriel,
I
the
mean,
lefty, on target to
I will
Jerry
say,
Jeudy.
right now we don't have the number 1 overall pick.
Touchdown pass.
But we need to get wins
The
to avoid
Browns
Brian
able to
Callahan being
snatch
fired.
victory from the
Because I don't
jaws
want to
of
have to, like,
defeat. They
end
win
this
it in the
series
final moments.
because the coach gets fired. Because basically that's what happens. And also, like, there's no, like, owner mode in this game anymore. Like, you can't control an owner or create an owner. So if you're the coach and the coach gets fired, you have to look for a new team. So yeah. Anyway, that run by Mullins was unbelievable. It just, like, parted the Red Sea. We've been able to run the football at times with, like, Tony Pollard, like, especially in the Eagles game. So, at least when I've taken over control. So that's been big, and Tony Pollard does have a touchdown. And Moore doesn't have an interception so far in this game. He's playing he's playing. No, he's not playing better than Trevor Lawrence, but he's playing a little better. All right. So we actually start the third quarter with the ball.
Tennessee to the line.
We got a chance to increase our lead. The good thing is that we started this second half with the lead, and oh my goodness, Tony Pollard is gone again. Second week in a row, he has a long rushing touchdown. First play of the second half, and we're already up by 10. And the defense makes another stop for us. All right. Things are going our way right now. If we can run the football successfully, we're just going to take all that pressure off the field. What we got to do.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it. That's another quick hitter. Nice try.
Go down the third.
He's up to the 27. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to throw this from the gun.
Or come on. I had a feeling that was going to happen at some point.
Anything after that recovery.
Well, critical mistake. Jaguars are right back in the thick of this game.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Pollard.
Pollard got whacked. He has 122 rushing yards in this game. Mostly buffed by that long run he just had. Touchdown.
Defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play about this 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Forced out to his right. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. On to punt on 4th down. It's Bradley Pinion.
Same as last week, starting to fall apart in the second half. Definitely not a second half team. I'll tell you that based on me playing these games myself. Night's fallen. It's the 4th quarter. We're back to by our goal line. Defense forced to stop. But Pollard gets us out of the danger zone with another nice run. Only 7 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown. Yeah, he had a receiving touchdown in the first half.
Certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Go Pollard.
It's his running back. And he's able to get across the 25.
A lot of times I feel like Pollard is mostly all we have for this offense as far as weapons. That kind of honestly makes me reconsider, like, not, trying to keep him. I might try to keep him. I know that, there could be a better running back in the draft, but hey, if we get another good running back in the draft, then hey, we got a good 1-2 punch, because I'm not bringing Spears back. Hopefully we can get a running back that's, like, starting out as a rookie in, like, the low 80s or something. So that way you can develop into something bigger and better, like in his 2nd or 3rd year. I'm running the football a lot, but...
He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards.
That was a huge block by the center. Spears gets in the game, gets a first down for us.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's another tight first down.
Here's the give to Pollard.
Missed by Pollard.
In the Jaguars territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
The 32nd ranked offense in the league. I'm not surprised. Although our running game the last 2 weeks has been a big part of this reason we've been more successful on offense. Just going to keep riding Tony Pollard until he can't go.
Inside the opposing 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go.
So we're already in field goal range.
Let's go now.
You know, eventually we're going to put this thing in the air and trust King Moore to make a play.
Again, a run with Pollard. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Yeah, he's getting worn down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Catch, Pollard going to reach back for it, but he got it.
He
gets the first down.
Now at the 15.
All right, Jaguars are starting to spend their timeouts. They just took their first one. If we score a touchdown here, I think this will put the game out of reach. Might finally be getting our first win since the very early part of the season. Boy, do we need it. Spears again, and Spears walks into the end zone untouched for the touchdown. I think we might have this one just about wrapped up. Yep, defense makes a stop on 4th down. We've got the ball. 1:21 left. They have 2 timeouts. We got a 10-point lead. We just got to run the football. And I'll take time. So finally, it was looking like we're going to get our first win in so many games. I've even played the last several games since like week 7, week 8. So finally, I might simulate the next few. Getting a win like this might jumpstart something. I don't know.
That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6.
I might kick a field goal from here just to give us a comfortable lead. Pollard is inches short of the first down. Coach wants us to go for it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to line up for a field goal. It's a 48-yarder.
Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try.
I'm just going to let this clock tick in. I'm not going to pass up a chance to get some easy points here. Do we go for this? I mean, I know we're already up by 10 points, but this will make the score look a little bit better. And Carlson knocks through a field goal to give us a 13-point lead, so it is now a full 2-possession game. And we get our first win since we beat the Packers in like the 4th, 5th week of the season. So we finally get that elusive second win. And it's against a pretty good Jacksonville Jaguars team, and we beat them by 13 points. You know, we got down early, came back. The running game, once again, was electric. Mullins, Pollard, and Spears all scored touchdowns. All 3 of our running backs scored a touchdown in this game. That's something that I don't think I've ever seen in any rebuild of any team that I've done. And I'll tell you what, that's been huge. That if the running game is going to be this electric, to be able to take the pressure off of Ward, it's going to matter so much. And not only that, but Tony Pollard also had a touchdown receiving as well. So, you know, Pollard's been a big part of how successful the offense has been the last 2 weeks. I know we lost last week to the Eagles, but still. So we finally get back in the win column after several weeks of losing. The approval rating has gone up a little bit to 33%, so that makes me feel good. Let's get to the Coach Central. We got a lot of points to spend, so let's start spending them. I wanted to wait to spend until after we had a big win. Big Mac, let's go ahead and upgrade this. Go ahead and upgrade this again. So we got a lot of points to spend. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. We got 26 points left. Let's upgrade that. I think anything costs 10 points. No, we don't have enough points, so we're going to leave that as is. All right, so we got some new abilities unlocked. Looks like a practice squad player signed. 49ers signed Miller. Okay. I want to go take a look at the injury report really quick because Philly was still... Yeah, Cushenberry is a broken finger. He's week to week with a finger injury, so that's not good. Okay, and we got the Cowboys this week. I'm gonna I'm going to see if this, that win we had against the Jaguars is going to kickstart a winning streak. I doubt it will, but we'll see. We beat the Cowboys 34-0. Oh my goodness. Our approval rating is still bad at 37%, but we're starting to kind of get out of the really bad looking. Wow, I got to go look at the box score of that game against the Cowboys. I have to look at the box score of that game. The Cowboys came into that game 6-6. Cam Ward, 232 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. Oh, looks like Joe Milton actually had to play. I guess Dak got hurt early. Tony Pollard got some pretty good revenge against his former team, 63 yards. He didn't go over 100 yards like he has the last few games, but he had another rushing touchdown. Cam Ward actually had a rushing touchdown. Receiving, Gunnar Helm, 1 touchdown. Higbee had 1 touchdown. I don't know where the other touchdowns came from. So we have 1, and then 2, and 1, 3, 4. Okay, so we did have 4. We did have 4 touchdowns. Okay, that makes sense. But wow, we shut out the Cowboys 34-0. Although it looks like that we won that game because Dak Prescott didn't play. Wow, 34-0. Okay, we finally have put together a winning streak. We've scored 34. We scored over 30 points in back-to-back games, and we haven't scored that many points since the game against the Colts in Week 8. We scored 38 against the Bengals as well. So we've scored some 30-point games. Well, actually, no, I can't say that. Yeah, we haven't scored 30 points until the last few games of the season. So maybe me playing that game against the Jaguars sparked a little something. The approval rating has already gone up for Callahan. So, and then again, I'm unlocking more of these abilities. I think that's also helping a little bit. I'm starting to apply them to Callahan, so it's helping out a little bit, probably with the game. So we got to play the Jaguars for the second time in 3 weeks. All right. Well, I'm going to trust the sim for this game, and we've got 3 more games left. I might play all 3 of them. We'll just see what I want to do. And we beat the Jaguars, so we've won 3 games in a row so far. Unfortunately, I will say, based on me seeing what the Jets were looking like, you could say that why would you want to win games, tank? But like I said, I don't want Brian Callahan to get fired, because if he gets fired, the series is over, and I don't want the series to be over. I said it before the season started that I thought we were going to take a step back, and sure enough, we have. I'll tell you one thing. We've definitely played our way out of a top 2 to 3 pick, because right now the Colts actually have the same record as us, and I think we play them next week. This is a Monday Night Football game. I'm surprised it's Monday Night Football against the Patriots. This is a pretty kind of who cares game if you ask me. The Jets have won a couple of games since I last saw them drop to 0-12. So they dropped to 0-12, and they've won their last 2 games. I think they still have the worst record in the league. So right now I think they would play their way into the number 1 pick. So let me take a look at the standings here. Let me take a look at the overall standings. So yeah, the Jets right now would have the number 1 pick. Saints actually, right now it looks like we would have actually the 4th overall pick, which isn't bad. There still might be a marquee player there. And like I said, I'm not opposed to spending it on a quarterback, because, I'm looking at Cam Ward right now, and he's not getting much better. He started out the season around like the same rating that he is right now. I don't think he's going to get much better than what he is. I'm not opposed to drafting a quarterback if there's somebody that we can take that high. As a matter of fact, let me actually go to take a look at mock drafts if I can. What's the latest mock draft? Normally I don't do this until after the season. This is mock draft 5. Oh no, it's not available yet. Okay. So there's only 2 mock drafts that are available to look at, I think. Yeah, there's no 3rd one, so I got to take a look at this one. Okay, so these are the current standings, and Right now they have us projected to actually have the number 2 overall pick. Now, Josiah Thompson, right tackle out of South Carolina. We need offensive line help if we're going to keep Cam Ward. Who's the first quarterback projected to be selected? Dylan Raiola from Nebraska. Oh. I mean, I don't know. DJ Lagway is also projected to go in the top 15. But not a lot of quarterbacks looking like they're projected to go in the first round based off of this. But honestly, maybe if Josiah is there, he's the right guy. Then again, we could use some help everywhere. Colin Simmons wouldn't be bad out of Texas either. He can drive Anthony Hill's teammate. And Jeremiah Smith, we need some more weapons on offense that are better than what we just have in Hollywood Brown. Then again, there could be a decent haul of receivers out there in free agency. But getting weapons, maybe I should trust Cam Ward for just one more year and see how things go. Because right now, the quarterbacks are projected to not be selected until later, and I don't really know if I want to reach for this year. Because right now, the top quarterback projected to go looks like it's Dylan Raiola. So, yeah, it kind of puts me in an interesting situation here. Okay, well, at least we put together wins, and we beat the Jaguars twice this season. They still are the number 1 team in the division, but they've lost to the worst team in the division twice. So that's going to kind of, maybe deduct a point. The Bills are the only team that look like they've clinched a playoff spot at 12-2. Or maybe clinched the division. Let's see. Yeah, they've clinched their division, so they're in the playoffs for sure. Everybody else really hasn't clinched yet. Cleveland is 10-4. Broncos are 10-4. So Cleveland must have had a resurgence here. Shedeur Sanders must be playing pretty good in the second year of him being the starter, if he is the starter, unless it's Dylan Gabriel. I don't know. But anyway, so let's see if we can make it 4 wins in a row against the Patriots on Monday Night Football. And we do. We've won 4 games in a row towards the end of the season. And our approval rating has gone up to being average at 40%. So we're starting to finally put together wins. I think that it's really looking like that first Jaguars game was really the watershed game. I think it's, now our guys are starting to believe. And we're not even last in our division anymore. We moved up to 3rd place in our division, and we're taking on the Colts this week. So if we beat them, we're guaranteed to finish 3rd place in the division, which is better than what we were looking like several weeks ago. We only had 1 win. We were 1-10. So we've won 4 games in a row now. Granted, the last few have been close, and we haven't scored, 30 points. But yeah, we have a new injury, though. Skoransky, our top left guard, and Spears is hurt with a dislocated knee. Well, we have Tony Pollard, so I'm not too concerned about that. But you know what? Let me actually go ahead and I want to go ahead and actually sign a running back. So let me actually go to practice let me go to on the practice squad. Let me see if there's a running back we can sign from the practice squad or from our practice squad or somebody's practice squad. We don't have one on our roster, but there's a few guys on here. It can cost us a lot. Braylon Allen, could use him. Just want to sign somebody for the last few games. So let's go ahead and sign Braylon Allen from the Jets practice squad. Give us our 3rd running back. Of course, it means we're going to have to cut a player. Allen now becomes our 2nd best running back. Give us some help for the last few weeks of the season. We only have 2 games left anyway. Spears is week to week, so he's not out. But I'd like to have another running back available. And our top guard is hurt. Best offensive lineman is hurt. That's not good. Maybe there's a guy in the 80s we can sign just to make things a little bit more respectable. Let's go actually to the main free agent pool. Let's go to left guards. Nah, there's really nobody decent out here. Nobody that can be significant improvement. But you know what? Let's sign somebody maybe who's on a practice squad. Let's sign Walter Rush to the active roster. just to give us a little bit of depth for the last few games of the season, because there's no guarantee that these guys are going to be available to play in a few weeks. So they're still week to week. So, well, Cam Ward actually has gotten a little bit better over the last few weeks. He's up to an 86. Okay, so I think I'm gonna ride with Cam Ward for maybe one more year. But if there's not a lot of more improvement, then I think I'm just going to say, you know what, time to go with a different direction at quarterback. Okay, let me see. Looks like Murray actually is better rated than Higbee right now. So, but I want to keep 3 tight ends active if possible. And I don't want to get a cap penalty for cutting Gay. I'm going to put McCann on the practice squad. I'll risk it if he gets picked up by somebody. We got 5 corners active. I have to cut a receiver. I don't really want to, but I'm going to cut Jaquan Jackson. Got Allen signed. We got Rush signed. Okay. I keep forgetting that you can utilize, practice squad. You don't always have to go to the main free agent pool anymore. So, yeah. Okay. Well, the good thing is that approval rating has jumped all the way up to 40%. So I'm going to actually trust the sim. We actually have a better record than a team that we're playing for the first time all season. So playing the Colts this week, they've started a nosedive. And we get our 5th consecutive win. 5th consecutive win. So how about that? All right. Let me actually go check and see what the injury report is looking like for us. All right. Well, Spears is the only player who's hurt. So we got our left guard back. Our best left guard is back. So that's good. So he'll be back for the Texans game. But Braden Allen, yeah, he's going to be definitely our second string back in our last game against the Texans. Let me see. Right now, let's take a look at the playoff picture, because if we beat Houston, maybe we could potentially knock them down. They're currently the 6th seed above the Bengals, so we might have a chance to play spoiler if we beat them. And we would also, well, we're guaranteed to finish 3rd in our division. Our approval rating has jumped up to 42%, so we're definitely at average. So Brian Callahan's job has been saved based on the fact that during the back half of the season, we won 5 in a row so far. And now we just got to play one more game. I'm going to play the moments for this one, just because I'm not too concerned about Callahan losing his job that I have to, really take control of the offense. So let's go with the darker uniforms. Final game of the season for us against the Texans. We're looking to close out the season big fashion. Texans are in the playoff picture as of right now, but we might have a chance to play spoiler here if we beat them, or at least knock them down a few notches. They pretty much got their same team from last year. It looks like Stroud, they got Mixon, Nico Collins. So
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon.
It's looking like a decent bunch here to deal with.
Made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle.
And guys just don't make
closer
tackles
to
when
our
you
first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
15 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and goal.
Mixon.
And Mixon's in for the touchdown. And Texans are on the move again. They got another 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal. Here we go. They're going to run here. It's
all right, good tackle, Sweat.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Yeah, it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Good job, Simmons. All right, 3rd and goal. I want to get this off before the end of the quarter, though. And they will not. So.
1 quarter down in this
all right.
AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up.
7-0 at the end of the first quarter. They're knocking on the door, but if you stop them here,
welcome back. Time for our
feel
second
better.
quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Now Stroud on 3rd and goal.
Incomplete pass.
Is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
All right, defense. You know, it's still making a 2-possession game, but still, way to show up. Way to shut the door.
Automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Fairbairn.
Texans are up 10-0. Finally got a chance of offense.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Oh.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Still at the 40 here. 2nd and 10.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the shotgun. It's Ward.
Oh, great catch.
To the rookie out of Auburn.
That's the rookie.
To send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
Big first down and out of bounds.
1st and 10 here. Ward. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Wrap up. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. Ward now on 3rd down. And he's caught. He's got
Drop down. Call time.
this down to the 13-yard line. Now we get a timeout. Take it.
All right, knocking on the door here. Gotta end with this with a touchdown.
Build more momentum after getting the first. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Might be risk running right here, but get a decent gain. Of course not.
First guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Ward setting the pass.
Route. Oh, get out of bounds. Okay.
This one's caught.
Good job.
And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
3rd and 2.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Here he is on 3rd and short.
Oh, Higbee makes the catch for the touchdown. Back in the game. Perfect. Good job, Ward. But the Texans also go up once again at 10. So.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he's been one of the players on this game. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback.
All right, I'm actually going to switch this a little bit here. I'm going to play all offense. All right. Just like I did during the winning streak, I'm going to get those vibes going again. 13-point comeback in the 4th quarter. That's what I'm going for.
He put everything he had into this one.
Whitley on.
Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
On Brown. Neither one of y'all can make a catch deep. Oh, goodness.
Pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
We're definitely going to need an upgraded receiver.
Throw here, 3rd down.
All right, he caught that one. I'm actually going to go no huddle because we need to get points quick.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Hurry.
they'll pick up the pace offensively as they go hurry up.
Loss of 8 brings up 2nd and 18 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap, man of war. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Here he goes, third and long. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had.
The biggest thing about Ward is that he just keeps missing those deep passes.
They're gonna go for it here, trailing
Like,
in the fourth.
Ridley was open. If you just hit him... Oh, pass interference. Please. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Yes. Wait, offense? Oh, Calvin! Oh, my goodness. You might be trade bait right now, man. Hold on. I don't want to play the options.
Stroud off of play action. Go right side. Dell has it. And they blow up the opening play.
Super sim. Custom play options. Play all offense, yeah. Well, looks like our season's going to end with a whimper.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ward off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. Ward setting up to throw. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, hanging to throw.
That one was nearly picked after it was tipped.
Can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. No place to go. They get him.
There's so many holes that we need to fill on this team that one player just isn't enough. I feel like, offensive line, tackles, but really just about everywhere. Even on defense. We need a lot of it.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
We're competitive for I don't know, a few minutes in this game. Overall, just self-destructed in the second half.
To the air on 3rd and long.
Couldn't get, anything going.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
A lot of the stuff is really what we've looked like for most of the season. You don't count that 5-game winning streak.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Connects on the crosser. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
That's another Titans.
Ward now.
Yeah, that's perfectly appropriate. I don't want to say that is the death knell for Ward, but dude, I know you're 86 overall, but I don't know. I'll see what quarterbacks are there, or maybe even in free agency, there may be somebody decent out there, and then we'll make it. Well, we finished the game. We lose 33-7. So the Texans end our winning streak to end the season. The good thing is that I think, oh my goodness, we got fired. Well, unfortunately, we decided to terminate your contract. You're now a free agent. Stick with it because other teams. Well, I don't know where to go from this, guys. So let me just see what happens after this. We have to just basically advance through the whole playoffs, pretty much. So let's just simulate through the season and see maybe if maybe if Tennessee will hire me back when they realize that they, just don't see anybody else. Simulate next week. Job offers. New current offers. We only have 4 offers. None of them were Tennessee. Okay, well, basically, unfortunately, guys, I hate to say it, but that's going to unfortunately end this series. If I get fired as the coach, then unfortunately the season's done, which unfortunately I think may be a tough sign that rebuilds are going to be tough. I guess it makes sense for them to fire me. First playoff season, and then we can't even – we won 5 games in a row, but it wasn't enough to keep Callahan safe. So even though our approval rating was average at 40%, 42%, I believe, going into that final game against the Texans, it wasn't enough for our job to be safe. So I think I'm gonna start a new rebuild because this one is unfortunately one that I guess really just wasn't possible for me. Hate to do it, but I think we're just gonna move on to a different rebuild. I don't know what team I'm gonna rebuild, but you guys will find out soon enough. I'll let you guys know soon enough what happens. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I'll see. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.